This is Faith Under Fire. We take you straight to the voices on the front lines of religious battlegrounds. I'm news anchor Sarah Harnisch, and with me today, Alliance Defending Freedom attorney Cody Barnett. We're talking gay conversion therapy. Cody, tell me about the case before the U.S. Supreme Court of Christian counselor Kasey Chiles.
I'd be delighted to. The central feature of this case: can government tell counselors what they can and cannot say in the counseling room? A couple of years ago, Colorado enacted a law that said that counselors cannot give any counseling that would encourage a client to, quote, change his or her gender or sexuality. And it made only one exception for that, and that's if you're encouraging a client to change their gender to become in line with their thoughts rather than their body. This is a huge censorship effort by Colorado to push gender ideology in the counseling room and prevent parents and children from getting the help that they desperately need and want.
If you Google anything on this case, the words that you see are gay conversion therapy, and it's quite controversial. There are dozens of YouTube videos shredding a biblical worldview on counseling for the LGBTQ plus person. Why is Christian counseling necessary and needed?
This is an effort by the state to create a boogeyman of sorts by connecting some past practices with things that counselors like Kasey Chiles does not do and isn't even aware of anyone that does do them. All she does is talk and help clients reach the goals that they set for themselves. Many of these clients come to her with a shared Christian faith, and they want to live a life in harmony with the tenets of their Christianity. So they want her to help them reach those goals, including in areas of gender and sexuality. And you have Colorado saying, no, you can't do that. You cannot prioritize the tenets of your faith. It's just not appropriate for government to be telling clients or counselors how they can set those priorities in the counseling room.
Have Christians lost our voice in the therapy marketplace? On the outside, it seems to be okay until you cross the line you just mentioned on topics like gender ideology.
That is exactly the issue the Supreme Court has agreed to take up. Is what a counselor says to her client's speech protected by the First Amendment? There's a particular current to this case that this is not only speech, but it's speech grounded in faith, which the Supreme Court has been clear gets double protection from the First Amendment. The type of counseling they provide is protected by the Constitution.
You always run into trouble when you take away people's choices. Christian counseling versus secular counseling, my thought on it is if you don't want Christian counseling, don't go to a Christian counselor. Pick something else. But taking away the entire option of Christian counseling is a problem. It's something that shouldn't be happening in this country.
That's exactly right. And this is a particularly unique moment in history where there is a mental health crisis fueled in large part by the gender ideology confusion that is happening. You have many secular organizations recognizing the need for more counseling. So for Colorado to take options off the table, it's only hurting families, not helping anyone.
What happens next in court?
There will be a briefing over the summer to be followed by oral argument in the fall with an expected decision by June of 2026.
And what's at stake if this case is lost?
Number one is the consequences to parents and children. They can't get the counseling that they want, that they need. And this problem is only going to get worse as options that are out there continue to dry up or get overcrowded. It just takes options off the table for these parents and the kids that want counseling that's aligned with their faith. The second tier of consequences are to professionals. If the state can say that what a counselor says is conduct that doesn't get constitutional protection, what's to stop the state from saying that to anybody else that has a professional license? And I think the third is just for Christians in general. This will be another domino of the states trying to get Christianity out of the public square. Because if they can take it out of the counseling room, what other parts of the public square can they say this is off limits for those who want to prioritize their faith?
This is a big deal to have a case go in front of the U.S. Supreme Court. I mean, it's like, one in every 100 cases actually makes it this far to the nation's highest court to be heard. Why do cases like this matter to you?
God has given all of us unique skill sets and abilities to be able to glorify Him, to be able to be out there on the front lines for His kingdom and to serve His people. And it gives meaning and purpose to the legal work that we do here at Alliance Defending Freedom every day.
Alliance Defending Freedom attorney Cody Barnett. Check out their website to learn more about religious freedom cases across the U.S. Be part of the work on the battlefield. You can find them at adflegal.org.